So let's go by the process here really quickly.
Sure.
KC and Lee, how do people register for the Surf City Splash?
Oh, awesome question. So, if everybody's looking at this, this is our landing page, which is easy to remember. It's hbsurfcitysplash.com. And as Cindy is scrolling down, well, Cindy, first of all, can you click on where it says costume contest so everyone can see what happens? There's supposed to be that little clickable link will tell you what the different areas are that we're looking at that people can wear items for, and that hopefully we have some prizes for those people for those things. So that's a real neat thing right there. So thank you, Cindy. And as you scroll down that page there, you go to that first where it says event registration. That's very important to pre-register because we have about 2 hours before we get onto the event itself, costume contest, speeches from the mayor, some awards that are given out to people and all of that.
LA Island Radio is going to be emceeing the event.
Right, they'll be emceeing the event and all that. And once you click on the event registration, you'll be able to register, like Richard said, you'll be able to buy for $25. You'll get a pancake breakfast ticket. You'll get a certificate of success or sanity, right? If you don't go in the water, success if you do, and you're going to get one of the t-shirts. So if you register early, it's $25 for everything. If you come to the day of the event and you just want to go in the water, you still have to sign a waiver and all of that. Okay, that's a mandatory thing, with Surfrider, is that you sign the waiver, indemnifying Surfrider, the city, and all of that for doing this city event. But all these different items I just said are $25. The day of the event, the shirt alone is going to be $20. The pancake breakfast ticket is $10. The certificate is $10. So you really save a lot of money by registering early. So those that are out there listening, register early, and then that way we can pre-package your stuff for you. You check in, you get it right then and there instead of waiting in any long lines. So that's what we're trying to avoid. So please register early. We have 4 major sponsors this year. That looks like one of them is being covered up there. But for the splash itself this year, we have Kona Brewing Company, we have Straub Distributing, and we have Jack's Surfboard to go along with Pacific City. Those companies alone are responsible for about almost over half the donations that we have coming in cash for us, and we could not thank them enough. So if you want to show your support to them, they're supporting us, please feel free to do so. We would certainly appreciate it. And then we have other sponsors as well. We have Essential Roofing. We have Rock and Fig. Lee already mentioned a few already. We have Duke's is supplying items. Zach's is supplying items. We have the Huntington Beach Lifeguard supplying items to us. So the list goes on. We have Huntington Beach website with Victoria. She's the one that runs the website here. Jody McKay, who runs all the vendors. She's helping us, with that. So again, the list goes on of all the people that are helping out. And, we are going to have a big sponsor banner on the pier for several days prior to this. So go check that out. And we should have our big banners going up in the next couple of days announcing the splash coming up too. So anyway, it's also being announced at different bus stops around town. You'll be able to see it. The 405 freeway big digital ad board is going to have it on there. You also have on the ad board at Pacific City, huge ads for it there as well. So, and that we want to thank George Maniak and his wife Laura, because they're very instrumental in helping us out. And then of course, National Charity League, the moms and daughters are going to be doing all the cooking for the pancake breakfast, along with Tina and others from within the city who have helped out in the past. So it's just going to be a blast. And like Lee said, it's going to be the biggest ever. So it should be fun.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a blast. And it's just amazing to see how it's grown throughout the years, and that it's finally taking off to benefit a perfect charity, a perfect nonprofit to carry on the splash in the years to come. So Surfrider Foundation is a great organization founded by some Malibu surfers, 37 years ago?
I think that's right now, 37.
Wow.
So good guess for a new member. Cindy and I are both core volunteers, and we're very proud to be associated with Surfrider. I'm surprised at people that haven't heard of the organization. It just is such a part of Huntington Beach. Always, it's just always been around. So, but yeah, Surfrider rocks, and Casey rocks, and Tony, we miss him. We're so sad he can't be here today.
Big shout out to our big brother, Tony Soriano. Tony, if you're listening, please get well. Tony, longtime Surfrider member here, Huntington Seal Beach, longtime chapter chair, and now he's a staff coordinator working directly for Surfrider. For those of you that don't know, he's had some ailments here of late, of which he's recovering from. So we send you our prayers and best wishes, Tony.
Yes.
So let's do a recap of what we talked about today. What is the Surf City Splash? And why do people need to mark it off their 2022 bucket list?
Casey.
Richard, why do people need to mark the splash? I'm going to throw it out to the youngest person out there. I want you to tell everybody, why the youngsters should be doing this.
Because you haven't lived until you jumped into the water on January 1st, just wearing a swimsuit while the water is probably going to be like 50 degrees.
You know what? And I got to correct you there. The water never goes below 55. I know that for a fact.
Okay, 50-ish. Richard, you were close.
55.
First of all,
I know I can always do 55, and I do that year long. I always check the water temperature, because I'm always out there without a wetsuit. One of the other reasons that I wanted to do the splash from the beginning is to show people you can always go in our Pacific Ocean right here at Huntington Beach, no matter what day of the year it is. And I'm living proof.
Once it's below 60, it's all the same to me.
That's right. So we need all the millennials, all the Generation Z. We need you guys to keep this tradition going for the next generation, whatever we call that one.
No wetsuits.
Yeah,
We
whatever
need to
that
force the
generation.
high schools to come out and jump in. That's what we need to do. We need to force the high school students to show up and then run out there.
I think we're trying to get some of the high school students that are like in bands and stuff. There's a lot of really great talent out there in Huntington Beach, performing arts group in Orange County.
Yep.
I think we need to get the kids who are prone for detention hours to jump in the water as, form of redeeming that.
There you go.
I do it.
So here's the website again. It's hbsurfcitysplash.com. Make sure that you bookmark that and actually join us here on the 1st. Anything else you want to add, guys?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And 2022 is really going to be just, everybody is going to want to be out there this year, because we're cutting loose, man. It's the roaring 20, finally.
Back to the new normal.
Yes. Back to the new normal. Yes.
And I want to thank all of you, Richard, Casey, Love. I'm just so grateful to have you guys in my sphere of influence, especially Love. If it wasn't for the Surf City Splash, I would have never met Rocky McKinnon, and I would have never been able to overcome the fear, because I don't think anybody has helped me break through the fear like McKinnon Surf and Sup lessons. Anything else before we close out today? Well, I'm going to put you guys in the green room. Just hang tight for about 1 minute while I close, and then we'll chit chat. Thank you for coming on today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, guys. Your first 2022 bucket list of the year is the Surf City Splash. Pay it forward to the Huntington and Seal Beach Surfrider. Make sure that you check out the link here in the chat. And next on the show at 2:00, I have Jerry and David with LA Island Radio. Shaka, baby.